Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to BSV TV. I'm your host Satoshi, and on this show we'll be defending the one and only, truly genuine Bitcoin. The Bitcoin that Satoshi Nakamoto designed in his white paper as a peer-to-peer electronic cash system for the world. Let's get the disclaimers out of the way. So all the statements that you hear on this show are opinion and must only ever be taken as opinion. They are never to be taken as any form of advice, family, financial, sexual or otherwise. And on that note, let's sit back, relax, have some fun and enjoy the show. Get paid for your content in Bitcoin and set your own fee on Streamanity.
Yeah, I'm not surprised I wasn't asked why I'm convinced Craig is Satoshi. I posted on Reddit. He signed in my presence using the private key from block number one, the very first mined Bitcoin block. On a computer that I'm convinced had not been tampered with, on software I'm convinced that had not been tampered with, a message of my choosing.
At Enchain, we've just funded a number of universities doing, so far, a test up to 1 gigabyte because it validates what we've already done independently. We've tested up to 380 gigabyte blocks. We've tested 1 million transactions a second and transaction sizes up to 20 megabytes. Super complex scripts. Basically ones that can run operating systems. That's all of global commerce times about 50. On top of that, we can have complex scripts. On top of that, we can scale each of those transactions 1,000 times, which effectively means about 1 billion transactions per second, which means we can then have all derivatives, all complex trades. That means high frequency trading. It means everything that happens globally.
Is the market that effectively BSV is going for, is that global e-commerce, which is currently valued at $29 trillion?
No, that's too small.
Buy and sell Bitcoin instantly at bsvgravity.com. And you can now book and pay for your winter holiday at skibsv.com. Alrighty people, it looks like we are live at 5. It is Wednesday the 17th of March 2021. Live at 5, rocking and rolling. Oxono in the house already. What's that, Oxono? 1 billion transactions? Am I missing something already? I've just been a little bit, I've just been watching the countdown for this, which is Canonic. So they've literally just launched about 5 minutes ago. So it looks, and I've just clicked on the frequently asked questions. So this is their homepage. So like latest releases and stuff. How to purchase a book on Canonic. I know this sounds crazy. Written by Kaylee Kling. Okay, and then down the bottom, like frequently asked questions. Obviously, this applies for my book here. So why self-publish with Canonic? Canonic helps you self-publish on a Bitcoin proof-of-work chain. On a Bitcoin proof-of-work chain. How about the Bitcoin proof-of-work chain? All content self-published with Canonic is directly stored on the Bitcoin SV chain. This allows you to reach your audience with stable and global censorship-resistant infrastructure. Yeah, censorship-resistant infrastructure. I mean, it's just, shitcoiners use that wording, don't they? Maybe we just need to kind of like, start rephrasing things so they don't sound so kind of like, anti-government and all that. Earn income with Bitcoin and build on top of an interoperable and decentralized layer where distributors will compete to sell your work. Look, we need to move away from censorship-resistant and interoperable decentralization bollocks because it sounds effing scammy. Because this is what shitcoiners use. Whatever. What do we store on chain? Your encrypted work, so you can prove authorship with your wallet keys. Again, keys don't actually prove anything, do they? An on-chain unique identifier of your work. We call the BSBN, which is the Bitcoin Standard Book Number. Again, we need to get away from the Bitcoin Standard because that's that book that the Saifedean, whatever his name, published, which is a load of crap. Title, author, description, cover, and price of the book. the pay mail of the entity that published the work, reviews from users that can approve on-chain their book purchase, and users purchase receipts. Okay, well, that's fair enough. What does it cost? You pay a nominal fee to publish on-chain. Canonic takes 20% of the revenue generated from your work, and the rest is directly sent to your Bitcoin SV wallet. That's quite a lot, really. You know, might have to have a word with Captain Bitcoin and Blaircast and all that before I start giving away 20% of my book publishings. Where can we contact you for any questions or comments? You can reach us at info@Canonic XYZ on Twitter and on Twitch. Canonic XYZ on Twitter and on Twitch. Okay, let's have a quick look. Let's see if we find what Canonic. Canonic, okay, here we go. Alright, I'll follow. Fair dues. Are they on Twitch? Obviously, you know, that's the main one. Bitcoin platform. Just going to expand this a bit. Oh, Canonic, there we go. Okay. So, Canonic, today we launched the first book NFT exclusively available on Bitcoin. Oh. Alright, and user 39,000. God, only recently then. Alright, fair dues. Worth a follow. Let's see what's going on here. So today we launched the first book NFT exclusively available on Bitcoin. Alright, let's have a little look at this. I know this sounds crazy. Written by Kaylee Kling. Published March 16th. That was just yesterday. A view on chain. Category memoir. Edition 1. Description. When was my last killable day? After decades of silence in the darkness corners of high society, Kaylee Kling speaks out about her life in the world Jeffrey Epstein made, and the world that made Jeffrey Epstein. From beachfront orgies in Malibu to terror camps in Bosnia, Kling looks back at a survivor's naked eye on the torment and temptation of 25 years of service to the most powerful and perverse of the Western elite. Kling's retelling of how she survived a lifetime in Epstein's circle, teeming with spies and sex traffickers, celebrities and contract killers, is a confession like no other. Hunter and hunted, Kling steps through the looking glass of the turn of the millennium into a realm of fake identities, toxic lovers, and impossible assignments, each more beautiful and dangerous than the next, as Epstein House of Cards collapses, pulling Kaylee and America down with it. Her deadly circuit of super yachts and private jets brings her home at last, now in hiding to pass deeply personal judgment on a past with no escape. Achingly vulnerable one moment, coldly calculating the next, Kling testifies to the allure of power and glamour used to betray generations of women and men and corrupt countless girls and boys. Proof that each look behind a curtain has its price. I know this sounds crazy, tears the mask off a world we always knew was beyond what we dared believe. Sounds good. Good write-up. Good write-up. $100? Once you've purchased the book, for $100, and you can leave a review. Please keep in mind that you are limited to one review per book, and your review cannot be removed or changed once submitted. I mean, they just need to make the site look a little bit more professional, really. The first NFT book published on Bitcoin comes as a Canonic exclusive with a limited number of 100 collectible copies. A limited number of books? What? You'll be able to redeem your NFT purchase with a numbered physical copy signed by the author and an e-book. an important work in its own right. Its potency also swells from its inception of Canonic as the future of self-publishing and as a beacon showing the earning power of Bitcoin to other independent creators. All right. Well, I mean, the book write-up sounds good. You know, let's have a look at view on chain. Size. So, 519,570 bytes. So that'd be 519 megabytes. Maybe. You know. Well, you know, it's just been launched, so you know, we'll see. You know, let's watch this space. Let's see how it goes, as they say. All right then. Well, let's get on with a few of the things that I want to go over. So I've been just looking at these. Well, there's a lot of legal stuff going down today. Obviously, with Arthur Hayes seeking voluntary surrender in Hawaii, he's now been given a $10 million bail. So we'll just have a quick look at this. Arthur Hayes seeks a voluntary surrender in Hawaii, caught with a $10 million bail. Lawyers for the former CEO of crypto derivatives exchange BitMEX are proposing Hayes' voluntary appearance on April 6th with his potential release on bail subject to a $10 million personal recognizance bonds. Lawyers negotiating on behalf of Arthur Hayes, one of the 4 BitMEX executives and co-owners accused of violating the Bank Secrecy Act by United States authorities, have finalized the terms of his proposed voluntary surrender to a Hawaiian court on April 6th. So it's only a few weeks away now, maybe 3 weeks away. It's not long, is it? Considering he's been living it up in, Singapore. A letter submitted to the Southern District Court of New York outlines the council's negotiations with the government on behalf of Hayes. Began shortly after his indictment was unsealed in October 2020. The proposed bail conditions are the subject to the court's approval, stipulate that Hayes, who has lived in Singapore since January 2020, would potentially be released on a $10 million personalized recognizance bond secured by $1 million in cash and co-signed by his mother. They're getting his mother involved as well. Naughty boy. Anyway, we knew that was coming anyway. I can't be asked spending too long on that one. This was also quite an interesting one here in terms of law and all that stuff. So it says here, UK advertising watchdog cuts irresponsible and misleading Bitcoin ad. The law is coming. This space is being cleared up of all the shit coining because it stinks. The advert, which was alleged to have targeted retirees, was deemed to be misleading and irresponsible by a UK advertising authority. The United Kingdom Advertising Standards Authority has upheld a complaint lodged against cryptocurrency exchange CoinFloor. Oh yeah, CoinFloor, okay. So I think Bitcoin.com uses CoinFi. Okay, so that's not related. Exchange CoinFloor for its publication of a core coin advertisement in a regional news outlet. The ad, published in the Northamptonshire Telegraph on December the 3rd, 2020, was deemed to have targeted retirees, according to the complainant, who claimed the ad was misleading and socially irresponsible. The ad led with the title, "There is no point keeping your money in the bank." Too right. And featured an image of a woman aged 63 describing her decision to convert part of her pension into core coin. I mean, can you imagine holding core coin? Like, you know, when it goes to shit. Seriously. The retiree depicted in the advert was quoted as saying, More and more people are waking up to the savings power of Coolcoin. Oh dear. Today there is no point in keeping it in the bank. The interest rates are insulting. That is why when I receive my pension, I put a third of it into gold, a third into silver, and a remainder into Coolcoin. Oh dear, oh dear. The supposed coin floor customer depicted in the advert even referenced Coolcoin's OFT quoted reputation as digital gold. Fail. Massive fail. Massive fail. Again, I mean, digital gold. Where does it say that in the white paper? A peer-to-peer electronic cash system. Is it like digital gold? Digital dog shit would be more appropriate. It continued, to me, Coolcoin is digital gold. It should be Coolcoin is digital dog shit. And it has allowed me to take the steps to secure the cash I already have. Thanks to CoinFloor's auto buy service, buying and holding Coolcoin has never been easier. Yeah, that needed to be shut down. That is outrageous. That's outrageous. But again, I mean, it's good that, you know, they're cracking down on this shit, as they say. Another article here with Cointelegraph saying an EU securities regulator warns about risk of non-regulated cryptos. Exactly, all cryptos are scams. Bitcoin is a digital commodity. That's the whole point of it. The ESMA analysed the impact of COVID-19 on financial markets, highlighting the supposed risks linked to crypto investments. Crypto pieces of shit. The European Securities and Markets Authority, the European Union's independent financial authority, has warned about the high risk of cryptocurrency investment. In its late Trends, Risk and Vulnerabilities report published Wednesday, the ESMA analysed the impact of COVID-19 on financial markets, highlighting the increased risks linked with investments in non-regulated crypto assets. The authority mentioned that crypto assets saw a massive surge in value due to Tether in value and trading volumes during the second half of 2020, with Bitcoin reaching all-time highs. The ESMA stated that the surge was driven by positive news flows in the crypto sector. Again, well, they're not going to say anything bad about it, are they? Because they're scammers. Including PayPal's move to roll out its crypto buy and sell options on the platform, as well as the growing interest in decentralized finance. Oh my God. Or DeFi. It's also fueled by a strong investor demand and searching for yield amid unprecedented global fiscal and monetary stimulus, the agency wrote. I mean, they're calling, again, you know, a global fiscal and monetary stimulus. I mean, this is really funny. I mean, talk about, you know, the pot calling the kettle black. You know, it's decentralized finance known as DeFi. Oh yes, well the printing of money hand over fist by using a computer, as Ben Bernanke says, is actually a global fiscal and monetary stimulus. Oh dear, oh dear, dear, oh dear. You know, they have no clue, do they? Absolutely no clue. Talking about like trading and prices and stuff going up. Another article here saying 0 to 6,000% in 7 days. Dormant altcoins are coming back to life. And again, this just leads on to what's happened to a Filecoin, which we'll go on to in a minute. Previously dormant altcoins are suddenly erupting, and it's not very clear why. Really? Well, I'll tell you why. It's because money is being pumped into it, and the money is either Tether, or it's being filtered from either the European Central Bank or the Federal Reserve to just simply discredit Bitcoin. I mean, this is why they can literally, you know, we know the Fed does trillions of dollars of off-balance sheet transactions. Why would a supposedly government-regulated, institution such as the Fed be doing off-balance sheet transactions? You're trying to tell me there's no, jiggery pokery and bullshit going on there? No, exactly. And they're just pumping this into the market. That's all it is. It's an absolute shit show. An absolute shit show. A rising tide lifts all boats. Even those previously thought to be shipwrecked. Oh my, even utter shitcoins. At least that's how it looked on Wednesday when some previously dormant altcoins erupted back to life. Absolute joke. Literally, you know. And people are going, oh, maybe I should get in. Oh, maybe there's other people buying it. It's not. it's a single entity, either Tether, a pump and dump group which you need to be in so you know when they're doing it, or it's like, European Central Bank or the Fed or some, dodgy organization. I mean, money is a joke. It's an absolute joke. Foremost among them was Karma, a social media project that originally launched on the EOS blockchain in 2018. Over the past 7 days, the dollar value of Karma increased 6,530% as the token climbed from a sub-cent price of $0.000464 up to $0.03. Trade volume spiked at 35,000% over the same period, but don't assume that means liquidity is readily available. From a weekly low of $2 trade volume, had risen to heady heights of $710 by Wednesday. The token had lost more than 99% of its value between 2008 and 2020, and that's the same year that any activity was last witnessed. From the project's Twitter account, Karma's Telegram channel predictably saw numerous new additions in the past week, but no news from the team has been forthcoming. Karma migrated from the EOS blockchain to Worldwide Asset Exchange, what a joke, in 2019. And the last announcement on social media relates to the token's integration with a Wax cloud wallet. The Wax protocol token has self-gained 348% during the past month alone, as it successfully rode the wave of NFT mania. What a joke! What a joke! And these people don't even seem to realize this. This week's other reawakening altcoins, Nestri, has recorded a 3,000% surge over the past 7 days, climbing whatever, blah, 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 blah. Just livid. It's such a load of shit. Such a load of shit. And look at this. This is another one that's climbing in value. Filecoin gains 40% in 48 hours. What's driving the massive file price rally? You've got to ask yourself, let's look at this market. Here we go. Coin crap. Bring this one up. Right, so core coins in the red. But I mean, look, kind of like a bit of green with these shit coins. They're all shit coins. They're all shit coins. Look, even Filecoin, yeah. Even Filecoin is now above Bitcoin. But if you look at the Bitcoin price, like it's holding. It's holding strong. These short positions are being taken care of. And I mean, who are the traders this is relatively steady. Look at that. So you've got to ask yourself, who are the traders that are pumping and dumping this when pretty much all genuine Bitcoin traders can be unsullied at TDXP app? Like, why would you go through the bother of, paying the commission to the exchanges to trade when if you want to trade, BSV, bet it against other assets, you just use TDXP. So who's doing this? It's blatantly obvious that it is a nefarious entity that's doing this shit. And we know it's these nefarious entities, and Satoshi also knows it's these nefarious entities, which is why he is taking care of them and booting them off the chain. Let's see what's going on right now. I know I looked at these this morning, but it never hurts to look again. So look, you've got BTC.com and Via BTC trying to squeeze themselves back onto the chain. They are desperate. They are desperate for Bitcoin. Why would they bother? Like, literally, why would you bother when look at the profitability? Oh yeah, it has been a lot. It has been larger than this previously, but it's 3.3% more profitable to mine on CoreCoin. So in other words, F off. F right off. That's the only reason they're on there. The only reason they're on there is for nefarious reasons, which is to, pump and dump it. But they're not doing a very good job at the moment, are they? And again, we'll just keep a constant eye on the shorts on Bitfinex, so we get an idea as to how they're doing. I might look at this. This is only the second time I've looked at this today, but short positions, 81%. That's where we saw it last time. But yeah, it is a massive conspiracy. So the genuine Bitcoin price, BSV price, is holding strong, and yet all of these other shitcoins seem to be going past it, and no one knows why. No one knows where the money's coming from. You know, the developers aren't saying anything and all this kind of crap. It's a massive conspiracy. And now Filecoin, like, what's it going to be next? Well, it could be anything. You know, I would say it's just money being printed from nefarious sources going into the market, trying to discredit. But they don't understand that Bitcoin is a commodity with utility. It is useful. They're just looking at it like it's a cryptocurrency worth absolutely jack shit, trying to discredit it. Because that's all these shitcoiners with shit for brains understand. Yeah, right, dear. So the price of Filecoin native, FIL token, has rallied more than 40% in the last 48 hours, spiking from $53 as high as $75 across major exchanges, reaching its highest point since October. What a joke! What a joke! There is no value in that whatsoever. Filecoin is now the 22nd largest cryptocurrency with a market capitalization of over $4 billion. And what does it do? Nothing. Nothing. However, its circulating supply is 58 million, or just 3% out of the maximum total of 2 billion. There are two possible reasons behind its uptrend, namely its fundamentals, what a load of shit, such as the growth of its storage capacity and transaction volume, in addition to interest from investors, exemplified by the addition of File by Grayscale. What a joke! What a joke! Cameron Winklevoss, the billionaire Corecoin investor and co-founder of Gemini, showed optimism towards Filecoin and its recent growth. What a joke. Another massive shitcoiner. Just because they're shitcoin exchanges. That's all they are. They're everyone should buy shitcoins. Everyone should trade shitcoins. Around 8 hours after the Winklevoss statement, Grayscale CEO Michael Soenshine announced the addition of Filecoin to Grayscale's lineup. What a shit show. What a shit show. Why is Filecoin growing so fast? Typically, the growth rate of a blockchain protocol can be analyzed using three metrics: developer activity, or for which there is none; mining activity, for which there will be none; and transaction volume. What a load of shit. The developer activity of a blockchain network is crucial for its long-term growth and overall investor confidence. Blah, 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 blah. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. What an absolute load of crap. Announcement: 5 new products have been added to the Grayscale lineup. Basic Attention Token, Link, Decentraland, Filecoin, and Live Peer. What an absolute disgrace. An absolute disgrace. I mean, I don't understand. Well, I guess he's going to learn how effing stupid he is. He's just going to have to learn the hard way. That's what it comes down to, really, at the end of the day. You know, they've got so much on the line. So much on the line. It's nuts. This one was quite funny. This was just a post here about Michael Saylor. Check this out. So they said, Michael J. Saylor, the chairman of MicroStrategy, a software company whose share price soared and then collapsed after the company was forced to restate its books and erase all the profits it had reported, was accused of fraud yesterday by the Securities and Exchange Commission. Mr. Saylor settled the civil charges that were filed in a federal court in Washington without admitting or denying them, and agreed to pay $8.3 million to shareholders and a £350,000 penalty to the Securities and Exchange Commission. The SEC contended that Mr. Saylor and 2 other MicroStrategy officials, who each agreed to pay $350,000 in penalties and to pay a total of $1.7 million to shareholders, had committed fraud in reporting profits when the company was actually losing money. Oh dear. Oh dear. Named and shamed. Let's see what was in this thread. You know, I mean... all this dirty laundry starting to come out, about these people. And he's another one. And now he's jumped into Corecoin and pumping the shit out of that, even when it does absolutely nothing. Like, literally, absolutely nothing. I saw this on Cointelegraph as well. 5.7 million of ETH are gone. Oh, now gone. Hackers managed to steal 11 different tokens from the social media platform TryRoll. Oh, I think I read about this the other day. Creators are now hoping for a settlement from a £500,000 fund by the platform. Again, I mean, it just goes to show you how scammy all of these things are. Literally, Bitcoin is the only genuine digital commodity. The entire market is a joke, like literally a complete joke. Hackers made off with 5.7 million after ransacking social token platform. The attacker has sold all the tokens in that social token platform roll after a hacker accessed private keys to its hot wallet. Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, and then it converted them. He converted them all to ETH, and he sold them. Blah 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 blah. Yeah. Read about that. But again, just more. This is why the space needs clearing up. Hence, Arthur Hayes, going to jail. I mean, I'm sort of looking forward to the day that Arthur Van Pelt gets what's coming to him as well. That would be quite good. What's this one? Crypto hacker gets 3 years in prison for massive Bitcoin scam. Oh. So I think this was just like another securities fraud case where it was just talking up a shitcoin when we knew it was absolute bollocks basically. So we'll just wait for this one to come up. Here we go. Oh, no, maybe not. Maybe it doesn't like that one. There was definitely a link there. This one. Have a look at this post. Oh, there we go. Twitter hacker gets 3 years in prison for massive Bitcoin scam. Graham Ivan Clark will serve 3 years in prison after hacking into verified Twitter accounts and asking for Bitcoin. Dope. The teen hacker, oh my goodness me, the teen hacker who took over popular Twitter accounts last year as part of a scam to score Coolcoin will sign a plea bargain in a Florida court today after his lawyers submitted paperwork yesterday. Graham Ivan Clark will serve 3 years in prison and 3 years of probation after pleading guilty to financial fraud charges. Clark hacked into verified Twitter accounts belonging to celeb users such as Tesla CEO Elon Musk, Amazon founder Jeff Bezos, and even socialite Kim Kardashian. He was then able to tweet out messages asking for people to send Coolcoin. Yeah, I remember this case. Oh my goodness me. So anyway, that's another one. That's another one sent down. 3 years in jail, and he's only a teenager. That's not really looking good, is it? Oh crikey! I just thought there was something else. There was literally just something else on the tip of my tongue there that I wanted to mention quickly. Oh, let's see if it's in my I've drawn a complete blank. It was when I was just literally thinking about what I wanted to talk about next. Trigger. Oh, of course, this was it. Yep. This was really funny. CoinGeek. So this is to do with these solicitors that are dealing with the Ira Kleinman case. News, business. Here we go. This is the one that's really funny. It's a long article, this, so I'm not gonna go over it. I read it all basically, but it's basically saying that RCF and the C stands for Cyrilnik. I think that's how you pronounce it. Cyrilnik versus R and F. So the actual name of the lawyer firm, Roach Cyrilnik Friedman LLP. So basically, these two, Roach and Friedman, want Cyrilnik out of the firm, and they're like chucking mud at each other, and he's like trying to chuck mud back, saying, "Oh, they owe us for this," and blah 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 blah. I mean, it's a joke, really, and they're just sort of like taking the piss out of the solicitors who are meant to be representing Ira Kleinman. What a farce! Now the solicitors are actually suing each other. But check this out. So Cyrilnik regales the court with a story from early in RCF's life. He said, given his reputation, seniority, and equity stake in the new firm, Cyrilnik was the natural choice for the first named partner. But Roach consumed with securing that recognition for himself, agreed to pay Cyrulnik $850,000 to allow Roach to be listed first. So he paid $850,000 to have his initial. To have his initial before the other two. I mean, this is so funny. This is pure ego. You're going to pay $1 million to have your name listed first. So it says Roach Cyrulnik Friedman. And that's worth $1 million to you, is it? You know, that is pure vanity. Pure vanity. You know, so it gives you an indication of what these solicitors are like. What a joke. What a joke. Hopefully it just goes to... hopefully it reflects on their incompetence. But it said down the bottom here that Kleiman versus Wright is currently scheduled to go to trial in June. And again, this link just goes back to an article saying Kleiman Wright delayed till June 2021. Well, we're now coming towards, we're now, mid-March, April, May, June. Two and a half months away until June 1st. Yeah, two and a half months away. Ooh, it's about 10 weeks. You know, time flies when you're having fun doing this. Like all my days. So yeah, just have a quick look at my earlier my earlier broadcast that I put onto YouTube. So again, you know, gonna try and do these Bitcoin bulletin charts at 11 every day. Just keep an eye on the figures, and then we'll do a little bit of a news bulletin in the afternoons, and then we'll do the live show live at 5. So just to kind of recap what I did this afternoon, I thought it was quite funny. I just did a little news bulletin on Tether and one of the companies, DigiNex, saying they thought Qualcomm was going to go to $175,000, and I was like, based on what exactly? You know, they're doing we've got these models which predict the Qualcomm price. The only thing that affects the Qualcomm price is the amount of Tether being printed. There's no model in this. But again, shitcoiners, shit for brains, and no clue what's going on. And then I compared that to, I was actually quite shocked to learn of the Sampunong shopping mall disaster, where this kind of shopping mall, like one of the a modern latest shopping mall, was built in South Korea, and it collapsed, killing 500 people. I was just like, jeepers! I mean, that's gone almost like a metaphor of what's going to happen to Tether and Qualcomm, because they cannot get out. There is not enough. There are no institutions holding enough dollars to get everybody out of the market. The exchange, to convert their Qualcomm or whatever to genuine dollars, they're not holding. Institutions are not holding enough dollars to convert Qualcomm back to dollars. So it's basically going to be a race out the door. And then exchanges aren't holding enough stable coins, well, particularly now that Tether can't be printed. And as we saw in the interview earlier this morning that I reported on, there was a guy absolutely ripping the piss out of Tether. It was great to see, actually. Where was it? I posted it. I got the this one here. So it's good to see someone ripping into Tether by taking the piss finally. Well worth a watch of that video. So let's bring that up. Shout out to everybody in the chat box. I can see Oxono, Griggsy, Raven Shield, Neezy in there. Diddy Weldon, great stuff, good to see you. Shelly Mack. Lambo's back in the house, nice one. Keith Fellows, Englishman in Wales, need you a hand cash and or PayMail in there, please, Keith. That'd be great. All right, super. Let's do these questions. So I can see a few here from Griggsy. He says, question: I heard that BTC, that is mined daily, is not actually entering the open market. It's being bought on a contract from Wales. Conclusion: the only BTC that is available to buy is from recycling. Well, you can always get your hands on BTC. Like you can buy BTC from Bitstocks, Bitstocks Gravity. You know, you can buy BTC. There's always people trading it. You know, you just buy it on exchanges. I mean, there's only 6.25 Bitcoin being mined per block. You know, but that's the whole point. There is always people buying and selling. But buying and selling for what purpose? You know, pumping and dumping. That's it. That's literally it. It has no utility. So the only reason, you know, maybe other people are going into it is because they see number going up. And number going up is being caused by Tether. That is it. You know, but that's why there's 21 million Bitcoin, which is why the price per Bitcoin could, you know, it's going to rocket up to like $40 million each. People are going to be dealing in Satoshis, you know, and it's called price discovery. And again, like the 21 million limit that Craig set, again, he would have done some sort of calculation to do with either the amount of money in the world, the monetary system, the population, whatever. But he's designed it to rocket in price on purpose so that it can't be manipulated by the central banks. So I did an article saying, look, this is the case for Bitcoin to hit $1 million fast, to basically increase in value to the point where the amount of money printed in order to buy a significant amount is just simply going to have more of a detrimental effect on those who are actually printing the money. People are going to be, hold on a minute, where did you get $1 billion to buy a million Bitcoin from? You know, because that's devaluing the currency that we're using. What are you doing? You know, exactly. And somebody else made a good point actually on Twitter about central banks using a digital currency on the Bitcoin network. They will finally be audited. You know, and I said, well, they're not going to want that, are they? Let me just see if I can. Find that one. That's around here somewhere. And Richie Rich, if you're watching this and replying to your tweets, when I said CSW always planned to reveal himself after the 1st of January 2020, when I completely disagree. Yeah, whatever. So I said, once again, you are wrong. If you listen to CSW, he admitted that he always planned to reveal himself as it's important for the credibility of Bitcoin. Revealing who you are doesn't mean seeking fame and celebrity. It just means admitting who you are. It was always part of the plan. CSW has said that himself. Let's see the rest of it. There we go. So I'd said here. Oh, and Crypto Rebel has said, For years, people advocated for Bitcoin, saying fiat USD will collapse. However, fiat can be built onto the BSV ledger, where it can be audited and its honesty kept in check. Ironically, this means that Bitcoin can make fiat more honest in the future and less likely to collapse. Very true, very true. So I've just said, yeah, but all those missing trillions won't be able to go missing anymore. And those printing those missing trillions won't want that, will they? That's the whole point. You know, it's a criminal's wet dream getting hold of the world's reserve currency supply. You know, kind of like just use the Federal Reserve Chairman as a puppet on a string. You know, that's what I've been saying. So yeah, I mean, yeah, the price is going to go up. The only BTC that's available was buying recycling. Yeah, all from exchanges. Another question. Continued recycling the 1 to 3 million BTC that people sell. Could that be why the institutional investors are bullish? Because they've cornered the BTC market. I would never buy BTC. BSV is only for me. It's just number go up. It doesn't do anything. In fact, you know, saying it doesn't do anything. Let's just have a quick listen to Chamath Palihapitiya saying just that. Take the floor, Chamath. Here we go. Let's have a listen.
This is a thing that either goes to roughly the value of gold, and at the time it was about $100 a coin, and so there's very little downside. There's all this asymmetric upside. I said, take 1% of your net worth and buy this schmuck insurance. This is now a confidence game, right? There is no real utility in this.
You just called it a confidence game, which is a con game.
And we've done okay.
It's a con
the economy's
game.
built.
There we go. So yeah, I mean, they're just buying it for number go up. But yeah, who's buying it and for what reason? Now that Tether is not in the market, you know, and I think somebody else covered this earlier in the video, saying even Ivan on Tech was saying, look, this a Ponzi scheme grows exponentially, and they're just before it collapses, and that's kind of like what we're seeing at the moment. So there's no one buying it, and again we've got the legal cases coming, CSW enforcing its copyright on the white paper again, which means that people aren't going to be able to call their protocols Bitcoin if it doesn't actually follow Bitcoin. It's all in the pipeline. It's all coming. Anyone else? A clarification: the BTC whales are colluding with the BTC miners not to let their newly mined BTC enter the market. Is that true? Who knows? Who knows? I mean, the miners should just be selling their Bitcoin to cover their costs. Otherwise, they'll just simply be keeping it themselves, or should I say, core coin. I mean, there's a whole load of scams in the space. But at the end of the day, it all comes down to utility. If it is not useful, it means it is useless. And when it is useless, it's worthless. That's it. Literally, that's it. Like, these currencies don't do anything. They are useless, which means they are worthless. They have no fundamental value whatsoever. Right, people, let's do this. It is time for dinging of the dong. Bring it on. What picture should we have? Let's have this lovely Tether picture, or should we have that one up there? Oh dear, Laura Shitcoin Shin. The BitStocks podcast doing well, getting more BSV celebs on there. Loving that. Here we go. Let's just have that on there for lulz while we're doing dinging of the dong. Here we go. Right, starting from the bottom, we have got Griggs in there. Here we go. Hand cash opening. Send money. GRI. Got it. Registered. Swiping to send. On the way to you. There we go. Nice one. Zeland. Let's see if that comes up, shall we? Z-E-L. Oh, got it. Yeah, that's easier to type in. Swiping to send. On the way. Nice one. And Shelly Mack in there. Thank you very much for all your works, as ever. Here we go. Shelly Mack. There we go. Swiping to send. On the way. And with Diddy Weldon. Diddy, not Duddy. There we go. Oops. D-I. Got it. Swiping to send. On the way. And Neezy. On the way to you. Easy Neezy. There we go. Smoking off the pipe. Keith, put yours in there. Just so I know what it is. So I know what it is. Oxono, put yours in there. Can't remember what your one was. Lambergo, put yours in there too. So, because I can't remember what it was. I have to write these a few times. Aaron Gutvilgi. All right, here we go. A-H-A-R-O-N-G. Oh, that's registered. Nice one. Swiping to send. On the way. There we go. Keith Fellows, just need yours in there. Just hand cash or simply cash, whatever. So I can send it over. But 48 minutes, that'll do. Nice one. Alright, people, hope you enjoyed that show. Remember, go back and share and view my Bitcoin charts and the bulletin news. And I might try and start like a social chat. Really, I've just designed something for it. Yeah, see what this looks like now. Actually, while I send it, here we go. This is just being designed. Oh, there we go. Check it out. Oh, it needs a bit of red in there, really, but check it out. There we go. That's going to be my social one. Biscuits, Bitcoin, coffee. I have to put and in there. Bitcoin, should it be Bitcoin, biscuits and coffee? Or biscuits, Bitcoin and coffee? Like, they've both got a C in, haven't they? Biscuits, Bitcoin and coffee. Yeah, Bitcoin needs to go first, doesn't it? Bitcoin, biscuits and coffee. Yeah, I'll change that around. Nice one. All right, peeps. Hope you enjoyed the show. And as ever, be aware, take care, stay safe out there. Joy given. Same time tomorrow. Catch you guys later. Get paid for posting your pics on Relica. Download the app now at www.getrelica.com. Get your tweet etched on Twitch, forever on the Bitcoin blockchain. Do it today at www.jointwitch.com. BuyBSV.live, the best place to buy Bitcoin SV online. Support independent content creators on micropayment platforms such as Streamanity, Twitch and Relica. We should profit from our data, not the large corporations who track, monitor and sell it. If you enjoy the Bitcoin content that I produce, please support me by heading over to www.satoshi.tv, where you can keep up to date with all the latest news, gossip and content as it's created. Thanks very much. To get started in Bitcoin, go to freebsv.com, where you can claim your free Bitcoin. Then head over to Twitter and follow @IamSatoshi, where you can take part in his very generous and world famous free giveaways. The future of advertising meets the power of Bitcoin at Tonic Pow. Get paid for posting advertising campaigns to your social media profiles. Go to www.tonicpowads.com.